Happy Friday to you. Hello, hello. Oh, I've had a magical week. It's a bit of magic. It's a bit of magic in the air at the moment. Now, I'm a bit of a moon girl. Can I just tell you, I do love the moon. Some of you will be like, fuck Lisa, I don't like the moon. I don't care about the moon. Have you ever thought about the moon? There's a full moon happening tomorrow. Saturday the 21st, there is a full moon. Or is that Sunday? No, it's Sunday the 21st, sorry. It's happening. There's a full moon that's kind of magical. Now, I was talking to someone about this because I'm noticing there's a lot of big energy happening at the moment. There's people really noticing things. There's people opening things, closing things. There's a lot of shifting going on in what I'm seeing out in the world at the moment, which happens around a moon, right? And I was talking to someone and they said, oh, do you believe in all that moon bullshit? And I'm like, yeah, do you know what? I really believe in the moon bullshit. Right? Now, the moon, it's a proven fact that it has a very strong gravitational pull. Now, if the moon can shift the ocean, pretty sure it can shift you, right? Pretty sure. If the moon can shift that volume of water, I reckon if you're 70% water, the moon can have a very big impact on you. So thinking that the moon has no impact on you is kind of dumb. And when I first got into moon magic, I was like, ooh, just notice the moon. Start noticing when it's full. Notice when it's new. Notice how you feel. Notice what happens when you're in a moon space, right? Because a lot of people, like the word, I was talking to my daughter about this, the word lunatic comes from the word lunar. And people used to go mad at a full moon. And lunatic is someone who goes mad at a full moon. And our moods definitely change. Like this has been, followed and known for a very long time. That energy shifts. Our mental and emotional energy has a huge shift around the moon. And I'm just really noticing how big this is at the moment. And this moon is a very big new moon happening, the July moon. It's kind of a big deal, right? And it's a moon where I love it because a new moon so a full moon is a chance for us to really purge out some shit, to clean shit, like cleaning out, even if you just clean a drawer or clean a space or clean up your energy or really have a look at how you're feeling and what are you moving towards? What are you moving away from? Start to notice yourself. I think noticing ourselves is so amazing. And when we have a full moon, it's a really beautiful chance to clean out old shit and old stuff. And we get to reclaim our power, to retrieve and reconnect to our soul essence, which is very powerful. And I was talking to someone who said, I don't believe in horoscopes. It's all a load of shit. They just make it up. And I'm like, oh my God. When you were born, the planets were in a certain position. Right? Here's the facts. The planets were in a position. You were born. You are a dot on the universe at that time. Your soul entered the world at that time and you connected with the universe, right? As a human. And so all the energy that happens with the planets and the moon and stuff is going to have an impact on you. And it changes depending on when you arrived. So if you arrived at the same time as someone else, then you're the same star sign. You're ruled that's your sun planet, right? So I'm a Leo, so my sun planet is a Leo. My rising planet is a Scorpio, and rising planets are just as important as sun planets actually, but people just deal with their sun planet, so they say, oh, I'm a Leo. They don't say, I'm a Leo with a Scorpio rising. No, people don't care. But I quite like it. And the problem is people they have rules. Oh, no, it's mumbo jumbo and it's witchcraft and blah, blah, blah. Actually, it's fucking science. It's quite interesting. So, get into that. I think get into that. My observation this week is I'm really noticing people having an urge to get into the driver's seat of their life. So people have been sitting in the back seat. It's been a weird year. And I feel like people are moving into the driver's seat. They want to take charge of their journey. They're looking at what's dormant inside them. What's the part of them they've forgotten about? What's the piece that you want to go back and pick back up? Where you go, I used to do that and I don't do that anymore. Or I used to want that and I don't want that anymore. It's like, God, what do you want now? Because I reckon the world needs people who are honest and who are awake. I was talking this week in Queenstown about people who, I call them dead people breathing. They're not really living, right? They're just sleeping through the movie of life, just sleeping. I'm like, wake up. What do you want to move into? What do you want to move out of and what do you have to go through? And sometimes when we're getting out of something, you've got to go into kind of a tunnel. But what's happening, every moon cycle, there is something you can release from your old self and step into your new self. Isn't that lovely? Now, I saw the movie Inside Out 2 this week, and I fucking loved it. And what I loved about it is they showed Riley, the wee girl in the movie. So the movie, for those of you who don't know, is a bunch of emotions running around in Riley's brain, managing Riley. And there's anger and joy and fear and who else is there? Disgust and joy. And then new emotions come because Riley hits puberty. So it's really cute. There's embarrassment and boredom and anxiety, hilarious. So there's all these other emotions arrive. Now, in the movie, they are looking at Riley's sense of self, which is like the sculpture made of all her beliefs. It's fucking genius. Like Pixar are genius. So it's genius. And the sense of self is changing because she's becoming a teenager. So if you've got teenagers, you must see this movie. It's not a kid's movie. It's a must-have for anyone going through puberty, for any young adults, for any old adults. Anyone with feelings, get along. It's amazing. But I just love that. Like your sense of self is always changing. And so I saw that movie and I was thinking a lot about what's in my sense of self and the sculpture of me that I've made of all my beliefs. And then I was thinking a moon is the perfect time to reconsider your sense of self. To go, what no longer serves me? What behaviour no longer serves you? What people no longer serve you? I've got quite a few friends at the moment who have had this terrible kind of awakening. Or when I say terrible, it's not terrible, it's wonderful, but they've seen it as terrible because they've suddenly gone, fuck, my life doesn't suit me anymore. And for those of you who've been through this, it's a weird time. You suddenly go, holy shit, my life doesn't suit me anymore. The people I'm sitting at the table with, I don't want to talk to. The people in my phone, I don't want to connect with. The people I see around the street, I don't want to talk to. So you find you have this really weird shift where suddenly that doesn't suit you anymore. And then you've got to start looking for what does suit you, and it's that, what do you want to move out of? What do you want to move into? So my observation, I've spent today thinking a lot about that and just writing things down. I find just getting a blank piece of paper and going, what do I want to move out of? And just listening to what comes up. And then what do I want to move into? And what have I put down that I'd like to pick up? And what's laying dormant in me? What's laying dormant in me? It's a very good question, isn't it? I've been very busy with my energy book. And so because everything's been focused on that, there's so much more to me than just that book, right? So everything's been pointing towards that book. I think it's time to set some other things on fire. Oh, look out, watch this space. Oh, it's exciting times. Happy new moon. Happy Friday. Have a magical weekend. Bye.